Okay, make sure you guys back up so everybody can see Chris and everybody else. Back up. First of all, I really like your guys' trees and stuff in the background. That's really cool. It's a good idea. Why did you guys choose the chimpanzee?
Because we just wanted to do it. And
You guys agreed to it?
yeah.
Cool. I noticed if I'm looking at your pictures, I notice you have a lot of chimps, but I also see a couple of gorillas on there. There's one right above Nicci. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
That's a gorilla. That's one of the lowland gorillas. Very closely related, but not quite the same thing. But go ahead. Let's hear about it a little bit. Yeah, that one with the open mouth open. Actually, go for it.
The chimpanzee description.
Loud, Nicci.
They're about 4 feet tall. They have a pinkish blackish face. They live about 45 to 60 years in the wild, and they belong to the ape group. And chimps are the closest living relative to humans with 98%.
Oh, 98% what?
They look like us kinda and stuff. Like their
Does that look like
DNA.
Does that look like Allison right there? Eating that monkey?
Yeah, it
You got
does.
that?
Exactly like
like
Ellen.
their DNA.
98% of what is the
Kinda
same? Do you guys know?
DNA.
Their DNA, yes. 98% of the DNA in a chimpanzee is exactly the same as a human. There's only just some subtle differences. But obviously a chimpanzee, that 2% makes a big difference, doesn't it? Okay, keep going, guys.
Most male chimpanzees weigh about 90 to 120 pounds. Females weigh 60 to 110 pounds. Chimps are quadruped, which means they walk on all 4 legs, but can be bipedal, which means 2 legs for short distances.
Yeah, most of the time, if you look at the pictures, most of the time they're on all 4s. I mean, you guys have seen chimpanzees run before, but they can actually stand up and walk. It almost looks like a toddler walking around. Have you guys ever seen chimpanzees walk on 2 legs? Looks like a toddler kind of. Not very good at it.
For their diet, they're omnivores, and they use a stick that they shove in termite holes, and then when the termites are on the stick, they suck them off.
Why is that a good thing? I mean, what does that tell you about a chimpanzee?
It keeps the termite population down.
Well, yeah, but what does it tell you about the intelligence of a chimpanzee?
Smart.
Why?
Because they can make stuff like that.
It's like a tool, right? I mean, they basically discovered how to make a tool in order to get something they needed to do. So that's a really huge advancement in organisms.
They mainly eat seeds, fruits, nuts, leaves, and flowers. They'll also eat smaller animals that they have hunted and killed.
So that makes them what kind of an organism?
Omnivores.
Omnivores. Do you guys remember in the video we saw that they actually would eat each other too? If they kill another one, they'll eat it too. So cannibals once in a while. Cannibalism. Keep on going. Gotta stay back, Chris, so we can see. I'll talk to the side. There you go.
The habitat for chimpanzees live in the tropical area, tropical Africa. Chimpanzees are mainly found in wet and rainforests and wet savannas. Information.
Chris, you remember what a savanna is? Do you guys remember what a savanna is? That's the grassland, yeah. Keep in mind that the grassland is not very far away in some places from the rainforest, so they'll live in both, kind of, mostly in the rainforest.
They live mostly on the forest floor, and they hunt. They find food in the fig trees. And charges are placed on.
What'd you say, Chris?
It's done.
Purpose. Chimpanzees keep the termite population down by eating them. They also keep down the plant and food population. Humans will eat chimpanzees' meat. Chimpanzees are the main food source for leopards. And chimps keep down the population of insects.
Okay. You guys got to think about it like this too. They eat fruits, right? So therefore, what are they going to be doing with the seeds of the fruit? They're going to be spreading seeds, right? Also, they're pollinators. They'll take pollen from one as they eat the fruits and the seeds and stuff, they'll take them from one tree or one plant to another. So those are also purposes that you could include, why they are there.
Some of the pictures we have for bugs: a leopard, some leaves, termites, bacteria, a chimp, a mouse, a baboon, a bird, and a human.
So they don't actually eat eagles, right?
No,
That's just a bird you picked.
it's a bird.
Cool. What else? Is there anything else cool that you guys want to show us? Pictures or?
We didn't do niche.
Oh, sorry. Let's do niche quick.
Let's do niche.
Let's see. Chimpanzees live about 60 years in captivity, and their lifespan in the wild is only about 35 to 40 years.
Chris, why do you think they would live longer in captivity than they would in the wild?
Because the people at the zoo take care of them,
Sure. What could happen to them in the wild?
get killed.
Yeah, if you think about it, they're competing for food. So maybe they can't find enough food. They're competing for water. They're competing for shelter. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can kill them, so they don't live as long. That's true of almost every animal. Keep going, Chris.
No, chimpanzees are not considered adults until age 16.
Which is similar to people, right?
Yeah.
And what does that mean, do you guys think? What makes them an adult? I mean, do they have like a bar mitzvah or something? Do they, hey, I'm an adult? I mean, what? Hang on a second. What do you three think? What makes them an
They
adult?
probably leave their parents.
For the most part, I think they leave them earlier than that.
They might be taller.
Stop
Chris, what do you
growing.
think? Don't have any idea? Mason, what do you think?
They go through puberty.
Well, kind of, yeah. They start to be able to reproduce and stuff. Females, notice it says, and Chris will probably get to that one, they do it a little bit sooner. And that's true of people too.
Females reach reproductive age at 13.
So usually females are a little bit younger than males. In humans, and it varies a little bit, but in humans, females range from 11 to 13 is where they're considered adults. They're sexually mature, and then males are a little bit later.
Chimpanzees can give birth at time of the year. Like most animals, they live longer in captivity.
Okay. Anything else up there, guys, that you want to show us? Really cool pictures or things about our need?
Do you guys do diet?
Yeah, we did all. I think we did it all. Nothing?
Description?
Nope.
What's happening on the one right next to the food web? Are they fighting?
They're playing.
They're playing. Why would organisms, I mean, you always see organisms that are play fighting, even people do that too. Why do organisms play fight, especially animals like that? Go ahead, Nicci.
Because if they happen to be in the real one, they'll know what to do.
Right, I mean, it's a way to prepare. I mean, it's so they get used to doing those things. Yeah. Yeah, Mason?
They go. It's like a natural instinct.
Yeah. They have to compete. All organisms have to compete. So it's a very common thing. Any other questions about chimpanzees? Oh, give a hand. Good job.